Hello and welcome, race fans. We are here, Elite Aspect F125. Free practice 3 around Saudi Arabia. As drivers are just beginning, as we're just starting to get out, most drivers in the pits. Look like most of them were on hard compound tires. DRA Jordy is the first one out there. Anytime you see ABS, Playboy, something in the kick salver, that's also Harrison Holmes from what I understand. So we'll take a little bit early to go ahead and show us the results from free practice 1. It was GFO in the McLaren with a 127.47. As you see, Assy, Young Lights, Florissant, and Extro on the top 5 there. As we look at some of those times, the 127s is probably going to be what we're looking at here as we look at free practice 2, where it was Assy in the Ferrari doing a 127.151. As we see GFO, Olmedo, Young Lights all breaking that 128. Ghost did it as well. As we're just getting started here for free practice 3 for Elite Aspect F125. Here in round 5 at the Jeddah Corniche Street Circuit in Saudi Arabia. Take a look at the previous results from Bahrain, as it was Sergio Sobrino in the V-Carb taking the win, with Edvin Naslin in the Haas, Florissant in the Aston Martin, and the two V Red Bulls of Antonio Bove and Legion rounding out the top 5. So the driver standings are looking like this, with O&B Alberto not participating, having a reserve as a driver last week. Harrison Holmes up to second with 40 points. Again, that should be ABS in the kick salver here in 11th place right now on an outlap. Marcos Olmedo in third, with Florissant moving up to 7. Young Lights up to, Florissant up to 4th. Young Lights up to 5th. And some movement in the constructors, as the Racing Bulls V-Carbs did improve, but Ferrari moving up to 84 points. Haas moving up to 52 with kick salver on 42 now. I think Aston Martin might have moved up 1 or 2 places as well. As again, just beginning. I think DA Jordy will be the first to put in a lap for us. Finishing up the middle sector there. Nope, that was first sector, sorry. Speedster has done a 131.868 on the hard compound tires. Didn't invalidate the lap there to DRA Jordy. He gone in the Haas on the medium tires at a 131.9. And it was 132.655 that Jordy has said. I didn't think he had a lap out there already. This GFO already out there on soft tires. Don't know what the guy's runs will be like. as we are just beginning Pre-practice 3 here for Elite Aspect F1 25, round 5 here in Jeddah. And we're taking a look at one of the nicer looking, nicest, perhaps the nicest looking car. Livery, should we say. It looks like drivers are invalidating laps as they haven't put on times, but we've seen them do some times. As that was Florson on hard tires, just did a 128.717. So that's pretty good on a set of hards. But the times are 120, slow 127s on, I assume, soft tires in pre-practice 1 and pre-practice 2. And it's such a fast track. I mean, they call it the fastest street circuit, but it really is. Really winding, twisty, fast circuit. Blind corners everywhere. Bring yourself down into 1 and 2 here. Slowest portion of the circuit. And then 3 and 4 is a similar chicane, but it opens up. Right with Marcos through 1 and 2 now. Three and 4, get the car turned in, and then 5 and 6 and 7. 2 left-handers, then a right-hander. Easy to go wide here. Miss that curve because it can put you on a rail. And wide there is never good. See how he invalidated there. So very tough through there. More medium speed corners here through sector 2. And then you get this long straight, which isn't exactly straight. On the brakes, try not to go too wide here as well. Now we're in sector 3. This next long straight left-hander with DRS into the final turn, which I think is turn 21. What a fantastic lap for Marcos here with a 133.8. Messi has joined in the Ferrari. Younglight's still in the pits. And his racing uncle hasn't validated already, was making his way through turn 13 there. Orson in the pits, Playboy back in the pits, Young Light still in the pits. I see his round in turn 27 now. Again, very good times in free practice 1 and 2. See what he can do on a hard set of compound tires. And as he makes his way down the long front straight, pit straight, into turns 1 and 2. This is actually turn 3. Already invalidated, unfortunately. So it might not be burning energy. And looks to back out there. Jordy's on an out lap. Jay's out there burning, coming across the line. 32.5, that is an improvement, so up to 6th. On the brakes, into turn 1. Try not to take too much off of 2. And then this whole long left, right, left, left, right, right, left, right, whatever it is, it's 4 through 12. Yeah, you got on that curb out there and it just puts you on a rail and you can't turn in. Track limits will be important here at the Jeddah Corniche Street Circuit for round 5 here in Elite Aspect F125. Icon in the Haas looks to be pushing on a set of softs. Again, only 15 minutes gone by here in pre-practice 3. We will have qualifying up for you in an hour after pre-practice is over, so look forward to seeing that. I'm sure things will be turned on their head with these invalidations. Everybody trying to push very tidy through 4 through 12 there. Wait, I'm sorry, that was 13. That's 14 through really 27 is this long back with a few left-righters. As you make your way up to 27 here. DRS open. Was an invalidation. Nice apex there. Still pushing on, it looks like. Still coming into the pits possibly. Does look so. Dangerous pit entrance. Reminds me a lot of Baku. Trying to track drivers who aren't invalidating. Marcos improves with a 131.5 on those hard compound tires. Looks to be just putting in laps, as we can check. He's the longest running driver out there with 8-lap old hards. Icon's run a set of mediums and is now on soft. GFO ran a set of hards, is now on softs. Or now on hards. Very difficult through there. Yeah, 6 through 10 are very, very tricky. Make your way through 13, use as much of the track as possible. And a quick couple downshifts through 16 and 17. Open the DRS at 19. 20 and 21. 22 is this little downshift for the left-hander, back to the right-hander and another. As you make your way 25, 26 is this 2 turns of this long straight here. And then finish with 27. A super fast lap from Florissant here. 32 flat. If Assie's able to put in a lap, you got through the front stretch in the first sector unscathed, where it's very easy to invalidate. Pick up in the second sector. We have a DRS straight here, I believe. Opens there, and if you make your way into 22, which will be the brakes. Couple downshifts. And another DRS. You also get one on the front straight as well. So, overtaking opportunities at this very long, very fast circuit. It doesn't look like a terrible lap here for Assie. 128.912 moves up to second on those hard compound tires, so I'll be interested to see what these guys can do on softs. There's Mr. Speedster here. Had a decent middle sector, it looked like. Pounding 27 on the power. See if it's an improvement. 129.643 was an improvement. FGFO was improving in the middle sector as well. 129.542, again on hard compound tires. Icon moves up to third with a 129.2 on a set of softs. And Young Lights is now out there on a set of hard compound tires. We have 20 minutes gone here in free practice 3 for Elite Aspect F125. As I will step away as we can watch Young Lights, who look pretty quick around this circuit, but on a set of hards, I think just doing some laps, getting warmed up. So, again, 20 minutes gone here in FP3 for Elite Aspect F125. Not a bad sector there for Young Lights on those hard compound tires. As we'll check in, where's the apex? Not a bad lap. Of course, track still rubbering in, only 20 minutes gone. Be a 129.922 in his first couple laps out there. On hard compounds again, so we'll probably see these times start dropping. Usually about the 30-minute mark. People might consider start going to the softs because they'll be doing more pit stops. But yeah, definitely the last 20 to 15 minutes of the session. Definitely see drivers out there putting it down. Alright, so just under 18 minutes left. Should start seeing some drivers out there on softs, as it was Marcos Olmedo. Does a 117.7. GFO already has a 127.756 on the board. Young Lights on an outlap. 3 drivers have already retired. ABS on a set of softs finally coming out. Assi is 3/10 up here in the first sector. The ground's turn 13. After this left-hander downshift. In the first of these back DRS straights. Into the fast left right-hander. A little bit of a wall bang there. Slowed him down enough so he was allowed to carry on. Looks like a pretty good lap here. And so stop the line. Top with a 127.616. All right, 10 minutes left here. Marcus Almeida beginning a quality sim, I do believe. Very close to the wall there in the turn 4. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Pretty quick through there. Let's see how the first sector goes. 3.5 tenths up on his fastest. When we see a sub 127. Maybe in qualifying. Florissant does a 127.239. Take over top spot on a set of softs. I believe Marcos in the V-Carb has that beaten as of now. We'll see how much he lost any time. No, still almost half a second. Very good lap here. Don't want to jinx him. Pretty much all it is 27 left. Get in the apex, get out. And he does it with a 126.898. So lots of drivers in the pits, couple coming out. Marco says retired. This should be an in lap for Florissant. GFO Assy, I know, are taking a look at that 126.8 and thinking, where are they going to improve? How are they going to improve? So 7 minutes left to go. Got GFO Assy and Young Lights all out on outlaps. Nikon, Speedster, and MDJ in the pits. Maybe coming out soonish. Is there Speedster? Florissant just got into the pit, so it'll be another minute before he can get out. I believe it'll be Young Lights first. Got up a gear early there. It seemed to help with the traction on the curb. A little bit of the interior wall there. So keep it in there. Still be on a pretty good lap here. As we finish up the first sector, did lose a tenth or two there. It looks like all the way to the bottom of turn 13 here. Quick right-hander. Had to bail out of that one, unfortunate. GFO has invalidated his lap. We'll see what Ozzy is up to here. I think he was 8 tenths up in the first sector on these set of softs, so that would put a 126.8. Little interior wall there. Interior wall again, didn't invalidate. Same spot we saw Young Lights with the struggle. It's out to abandon the lap. Speedster well around. I see is not pushing. Aussie gonna try again or put on a set of fresh rubber. It'll be fluorescent now. Using all of the track. 1 through 3 there. 4, 5. 7, 8, 9. Might have lost a tenth or two there. It's 2 tenths up in the first sector though. Able to keep it in, not too close to the wall, touches a little, gonna lose a tenth there as well. Still pushing, DRS open. Still 2.5 tenths up. Or so the game says. Brings it into the final turn. Cut as much of the track off as possible. Does improve to the 127.111. That'll probably be the final run for Florissant. DFO lets the Ferrari of Assi by through turn 13. Young light starting now. Different approach. Nothing wrong with that. Really cutting the, taking a really late apex on that turn. Try to get a better exit to start this run into turn 1. And unfortunate, had an invalidation there. Cutting the first corner just a little bit too much. Who's next? Should be the Ferrari of Assi warming up the tires down this back DRS straight. Again, that late apex. And now the most difficult section. Left-hander, left-hander, right-hander, right-hander. Keep it in the white lines on the left-hander. Keep the car pointing forwards on the left-hander. As GFO in the McLaren here is close to his middle sector. First sector, I'm sorry. Needs to improve here in the second sector. We are coming to an end here. It was a good middle sector for a GFO here. One turn remaining, really. Possible speedster can put in the lap once we're done with this. GFO will cross the line with a 127.316. It will be Speedster, who is 1/10 up in the middle sector, I mean on the first sector, as we're coming to the middle sector here. Increase that to almost half a second. Nice and quick through there. Should be an improvement, but 128. And that's going to do it for free practice 3 here for Elite Aspect F125. Round 5 here at the Jeddah Corniche Street Circuit here in Saudi Arabia. And you see the times there. AC was up there with 127s, I believe. I didn't see Bombtaz getting the time. Racing Info didn't see getting the time. ABS did not get the time. Aussie was up there with the 127, so we'll try to remember that as we go into qualifying. We'll see you in about 1 hour to do qualifying here in Elite Aspect F125. Appreciate you guys watching FP3.